little red button. Press
There
the
we go.
little red button.
The button's been pressed, guys. Welcome to Shitcoin Talk, episode 54. Great to be back. I'm so happy to be here. I'm at Dumb, the host, and I've got some people here to talk coins with you guys. So we'll start off with Marco. Marco, introduce yourself, buddy.
Hey, I'm Marco Periboom. I'm one of the developers on the Decred project, and I'm here to help these guys out. Talk some shit about some coins.
Yeah, he's the fundamental guy. He's gonna actually tell us what we need to know. Hopefully.
Yeah, it may or may not be accurate.
And we got some jacket.
Not financial advice.
Definitely not financial advice, but very, very shiny blue jacket.
Yeah, we're stylish, man. So yeah, good to have you, man.
Thanks, man.
And, yeah, Rogue, you can start off.
Yeah, Crypto Rogue here. Strongest man in crypto, 3 years running.
Standing desks too.
Here to show you all my bags that you're probably not going to buy until they double, hopefully. So that's the plan. Don't buy them yet. Wait and buy them 2 from now. To you, SoCal.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It is me at SoCal_crypto on Twitter. How's everybody else doing? I'm going to pass it off to Needcoin.
What's up, guys? I'm Needcoin, back from my break. I should be golfing right now, but these guys made me do a shitcoin talk. So I'll show my bags and then I'll go golfing.
Nice.
Is anyone left? Did we miss someone?
Nah, it's just Ambroid.
Last. Oh, Ambroid. Pass it off to Ambroid.
What's up, everybody? It's Manta.
Okay, we gotta give it Ambroid a chance.
Nah, just skip me, man. Don't even pretend I matter.
Fair enough, Ambroid. Whatever. Okay, we've got a coin list here. It's kind of large, but the coins are Bismuth, Sumo coin, MSR. I don't know how you say it. Maserati, VRC, Vericoin, Haven.
Ooh.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Ethereum Classic, Waves, Polymath, Mothership, PIRL, Pink, URL, Tron, EOS, Maker, Token, HKN, AMP. What? I put Mothership on there twice. Wow, that's embarrassing. Time, Nano, Storm, and Decred.
Woo!
Of course, Decred. We'll probably save the best for last.
There's a couple of good ones on there I am highly qualified to talk about, so I'm looking forward to today.
All right. So should we just go down the list? Should we just hit them as they come up? Bismuth is first, or should we dive into some juicy drama that happened this week?
Well, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and get the tabloid shit out of the way real quick, and then we can get down to brass tacks.
Haven coin.
Okay.
All right. So what the hell happened? What's the deal here?
It's awesome, and I've been mining it, and I love it because I've been mining it for like 2 months now, or a month or two, whatever. A while, and it's great.
Yeah, it's a good coin.
All right, so the TLDR and Haven coin is a group of alleged crypto experts that may or may not have 200,000 followers bought between them, decided they were going to try and market make a coin by only owning 25% of the supply, which they could not even buy in the first place, so they fucked that part up. And so they gave up on it because it moved without them. And they tried to do another coin. I think that fell through as well. So their incompetent plan to be incompetent was highly incompetent. And then somebody basically spilled it. And now people are acting all surprised that this is actually what happens in markets. And all of us all had to well, how the fuck do you think markets move? Coins just don't magically buy themselves so you can sell it at times 10. Somebody's doing this somewhere.
Idiots like this don't pump your coins as they can.
And that's it. And that's all it is.
I got 5 on it.
Yeah, Jesus.
The only funny part is how incompetent it was. That's the hilarious part.
That was
trying to do that. It's how bad they were at it, and the fact they thought that all they needed was 25%.
Yeah, well, yeah, they didn't mine it from the beginning. They fucking saw it on Twitter being shilled to the ground, and we're like, "Wow, this is a great idea. Let's do it." And yeah, I don't know what that was so funny, dude. It's
did you guys read the screenshots, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty hilarious, man. Yeah, man, but I trust you. We're gonna pump and dump the market, but I trust you guys.
Yeah,
my Bitcoin. What the hell is wrong?
I trust you. We're gonna just
I trust you with
manipulate.
my Bitcoin,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm not
just want
gonna
to
lie,
like
there's-
laugh at them quickly.
there's
So,
two or three-
haha.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I wanted to do too.
There's 2 or 3 people I would probably trust with my private keys that I know from crypto, but I would not dump that shit into any sort of group chat at all.
Yo, I don't know. And then they were gonna switch around to something like Denarius, which has like a bunch of its supply locked in the past. Did they not even do any research? Who are these people? These are your influencers?
I gotta talk about that because there was a couple of retards that apparently don't know how to read and started coming at me sideways. Oh, what's this about you trying to pump Denarius? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They screenshotted that I was in the Denarius Discord chat. I was not in that group chat. I'm in a whole lot of different Discords and Telegrams and Slack chats. I mean, come on.
Dumb groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the same with Not So Fast and a bunch of other people who were in the Discord of the coin.
I know, it's like, wow, you want to be part of the community?
Right.
How could you?
That's literally all there is to the Haven crypto drama shit for the week. It's a non-issue.
Haven's still fucking still kicking, I think.
The market cap of Decred is like 600,000 or $600 million. So you just shut up with that shit. That's just silly. You bunch of peons can't even pump a fucking little coin like Haven, and they're gonna go talk about Decred. Like, come on now.
It was Denarius. they were pumping.
No, it was Denarius. It was Denarius.
I thought you said Decred. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No.
Master nodes for fucking months, man.
Yeah, I've been chilling Denarius since at least September of last year. People come at me like, "Oh, why are you shilling this? What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, well, I've been talking about this shit for like 6 months now, dude. Where the fuck have you been?
Yeah, well, nothing wrong with Haven. Good coin, but I don't know. That was funny. That was really funny shit that happened.
Basically, just noobs wanting drama and not taking the time to read.
They're not noobs, so-called. They're crypto influencers.
And they are OGs.
No. I'm not talking about the party that was involved. I'm talking about the people blowing it up and like implicating, trying to say not so fast. Myself, all of us were part of it as well. It's just people wanting drama and not reading because I don't know, they're illiterate.
All right, that's enough. We don't. Let's move on.
Yep, move on. Let's move on.
All right. All right. We're just going down the list. Bismuth is first.
Yes.
Wait, dude, come on. So
wait,
you skip Haven just because
all right, I said it was doing. Okay, fine. What do you? All right, chart guys.
Fine, let's sum up Haven. Ha ha.
All right, what's going on here? Can you tell us what's the technical?
Come on, dude. Like it's a solid coin just because a bunch of fucking retards.
That's what I said.
Started buying our bags. It's not a bad coin suddenly.
No, I mean, it's not.
No, that is what usually happens, you know.
Yeah, they really do. It dumps, but I think it's only because it's on like a really weird exchange.
Yeah, it's only on Trade Ogre right now.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it right now. It broke down, but it's got a bunch of support over here, so we'll see how it reacts.
Yeah. It's one to watch for sure. And market cap is still like reasonably low. I think it's like $7 million. So
don't forget how mining works, folks. Don't forget how.
Yeah.
Hey, I will attest to that firsthand. Do not forget about the miners on this coin because my mine bag is sitting at a very hefty ROI.
Yep.
All right. Now can we move on, Ambroid?
Yes.
All right. Bismuth. Bismuth is next.
Yes.
So
another one I've been mining for a while.
We pump or something or what?
No, I mean Bismuth is just coming out of the lows. It's my screen showing. I think it is. Yeah. You can see we've got a bit of a little ascending triangle going on. It's trying to break out of resistance. If it does, it'll probably attack the low 30K range right here. And then push for all-time highs because it actually goes back to even launch time. So standard issue, pumped along with everything else, probably a little bit overhyped beginning of the year. But I know they've been working hard on the project since then, so it's no different from anything else. I'm not sure when they're going to have updates on how things are coming along. I know masternodes are pretty close, I believe.
I think they updated that they're going to copy the RO wallet or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's what I read. I thought that was really interesting that they said that.
They were saying have the wallet in a single file inspired by the ARO wallet.
So what's ARO market cap worth?
Fucking nothing. I don't know if these guys are going to try to.
Oh, so that market cap's worth nothing. This one's worth 17 million. It's copying it. Okay, I got to make a quick buy here. See you guys.
Yep. What do you think I've been doing? Come on. I never stopped mining ARO.
Yeah, I don't know what the market cap is. It's not very much, though. That's for sure.
It's 3.5 million.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. But there's a couple other improvements and bug fixes that are being added to the new wallet update that's coming out as well. So there's all that plus, as you already touched on, the masternodes coming out soon. Just in general, looking bullish.
I know of no time frame besides.
Don't know a time frame.
No, like he said 2018, and that's it.
2018.
Well, yeah, that's.
I got that.
Yeah, that's still. Hey, look, in the grand game, that's soon. All right, everybody who wants 100% in 6 hours, get the fuck out. No.
All right. We have a special guest here. Altcoin Godson has just graced us with his presence.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Bow before me.
Hide your kids.
Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you.
I will celebrate God's presence now.
Okay. You don't have to. What is going on? Are we listening to dubstep right now?
That I'm doing right now.
All right, so is that oh, here. There you go.
The yellow celebration of God's incoming.
Excellent, dude. That is a perfect banana. That's like spot on. Yes. I bought into Godson's banana group, and he showed me a PDF of how to actually make the banana, and that looks like it's here. Maybe you're in the group too.
Come on, dude. That's private. Okay, we don't want like screenshots coming out of our
pump the banana.
Pump
the banana.
You have to suppress the banana, man. Buy up like a 25% of the banana first.
Yeah, you gotta. It's price suppression right now. Side of the banana. All right, isn't it? It's cool. I think that's cool that they actually acknowledged that they were taking notes from the Arionum team. So
yeah. So quick summary on this. Arrow is 5x less market cap. Their bismuth is copying the wallet. So I think we just announced which coin is a better buy.
Yeah,
just throwing it out there,
but not exactly.
Yeah, but Arionum is not planning masternodes.
Or maybe they are. Maybe they're gonna take some from bismuth.
You know how easy it is to add a masternode.
Yeah.
All right. Take this one tweet, and now you have masternodes.
Hell yeah.
Amen.
Okay. That's that. Okay, next coin. Sumo coin. Does anybody know about this?
Is that?
I thought you were the sumo master. Dumb.
I was. I was, and then I've kind of moved on.
Oh, okay.
It's a crypto night coin. Some people said it was really shitty. I like shitty coins, so I was mining it for a while, and it pumped, and then that was it. I don't really haven't kept up with it. I think it's a Japanese crypto night coin.
I mean, it's been an accumulation for about the past month and a half, kind of above the old accumulations level. You can see my little white box. It's trying to break out of it. I think it's got to damn near, double from here to really get out of the shit territory to complete a potential Godson banana pattern. We have to go, roughly a double. If we go down to about 40K.
Yeah, fuck alt season. It's banana season.
Yeah, it's banana season right now. So we get the
red banana.
I know it's weird.
Just deal with it. So basically, you're looking for it to fill in here on the right with the continuation of the banana.
So is that what it is? That what it is? The continuation pattern? Can you at least enlighten us?
We're about we're a 3/4 banana right now. We're looking for a full banana.
Yeah.
So you know.
So we're only at half chub right now.
Yeah.
So this is like the kind of
banana. Yeah. So
this is the kind of banana that like doesn't even make the Walmart shelf, but like it'll eventually form into a full banana that will be put on the Walmart shelves.
Don't hate, need a coin, okay?
Yeah,
I'm just full of hate today. I'm just mad I'm not golfing.
I think Sumo was like, it was not developed for a long time. I think they updated their mining algorithm to get rid of the ASICs, and that's pretty much all I've heard from them. So I don't know much about it. I dumped it. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
All right. Next coin is, I think it's Maserati. It's on Trade Ogre. Are you guys on Trade Ogre? That seems like the hot place to be right now.
I have a Trade Ogre account. Yes,
I do too.
I have a bag.
Seems like everything on that exchange is pumping, but I don't know anything about this coin. So
Which coin?
MSR.
Oh, okay.
Solid volume.
Yeah, no, it really does. Killing
I
it.
mean, would you buy that thing right now?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only because like all the coins on this exchange you could have mined probably. So I mean you could have. So I wouldn't personally. But I don't know the market cap right now. So I mean it could be a potential buy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really do like low caps on TA. You kind of have to look at the fundamentals, the market cap, what it's trying to do, and sort of base your buy on mostly ideology. If you're looking to day trade this on this little volume or whatever, it's probably not the best idea.
Yeah,
They do have the fork coming up on the 1st of May here. I don't know if that means anything, but not interested for me. I'll wait till it falls apart a little bit more before I'll look at it. But
for the miners that mined this coin, and for the other coins on this exchange, they probably did pretty damn good. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, it seems like Trade Ogre is kind of like the crypto night exchange. So I mean that's pretty cool. All right. I don't know, not much else to say about that. What about our good friend Verycoin?
Hey. Said it before. I'll said it before. I'll say it again. That's an awesome cyclical coin to trade.
Yeah. I mean, just look at the chart. It's just
exactly. It's beautiful. It's almost like clockwork. I love it.
Sounds like you're about to just like cry. It's so beautiful. You're like at a loss for words. You're just like.
Would you cry for your bag?
I would. Maybe I have. I probably have.
Oh, I already have. Trust me.
Yeah, that's
big move up here since everything else really moved. Much of what the spike in March was about. But now it's still sideways, still in kind of a long-term accumulation zone, kind of out of its lows. Probably one of those, buy some, forget about it, average down. If it dips a little bit, forget about it, and then pay attention when it breaks like 14K. That's roughly it.
Does anybody know any fundamentals? Marco, do you know anything about Verycoin?
I do not actually.
Okay.
That one is too far down the list for me, I guess.
It's been out for a while, so I don't know if maybe you heard about it before. How long has Verycoin been out? It's been out for fucking ever, dude.
At least 4 years.
4 years.
Yes, yeah. It was launched in June of 2014.
Wow.
No, it would have been before that.
No, it wasn't.
Whoa, we got a few
I mined
more
it.
guys.
I mined it. I know. I mined it.
No, I
Oh
know.
no!
It was for
If
sure.
it was before that, it might have been by like a month or two. But I'm saying like not, it wasn't in 2013 or anything.
Yeah,
but
no,
it came
it was
out.
a couple months earlier, and because I know May of 2014 is when it had its huge pump in like from 500 satoshis to like 30k satoshi, because that coin really is what set
I
me
thought
off. That coin and
that was.
Black coin, and that
Yeah,
was
that's right.
before
That's
the
right. That's right. It was earlier in the year. It was
How the
released,
fuck do
but
you
it was
guys
still
remember that?
2014.
I mean, I guess
Because
I
if
remember
it
because
pumped,
changed
then
my life,
yeah.
man. I fucking
Dude,
quit
yeah.
my job
Okay.
after that pump.
But no, Vericoin. They got their new wallet. Is scheduled wallet. Their 2.0 wallet should be coming out shortly. Let's see what else. I know that those guys are always working on like 18 million things at once, and they're interesting because unlike a lot of other coins, these guys don't like to announce shit until it's production ready and getting pushed out. So you never really know what's going on with them. I love it. But anyway, they got their obviously I'm sure it's been touched on the POST and the POWT for Vericoin and Varium respectively. That's basically all I know at this direct second. I'm sure I could find out more later, but that wouldn't be useful for us right now.
Yeah.
But like I said, I know they always have a lot of things going on, and one of the big things is this wallet upgrade because it's going to be integrating a whole lot of new features. So that's nearing release. Every day we get closer, so let's hope
Do you
it's
guys
soon.
do you guys remember that pointless airdrop they did last year with the Varium or whatever? And
Sure do.
Yeah. Should we touch on Varium as well since we're already
what are we supposed to touch on? Is it even alive right now?
Yeah,
I don't know.
they are.
They're alive. I would hope so.
Yes, they are.
All right.
Mining network's still pretty huge on Varium.
Varium's market cap is $5 million.
There you go. That's why we want to talk about it here. What's it's the 25% of Vericoin's market cap.
Yeah, Vericoin though it's still really low market cap. Like we're talking 20 million. Puts it around 400 market cap overall for altcoins. This is a coin that's been around for 4 years, so But obviously, in my opinion, there was better entries. You could have got a bag, but if you don't have a bag right now, if buy that dip, right? You can buy that dip when it happens, and you'll be well off anywhere in this kind of range if you're careful.
Yeah,
wait for the 6Ks.
What is up with all the bananas here? Come on, guys.
It's the banana episode.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I still have a bag of both Vericoin and Varium that have no plans of selling at any point in the near future. So that's just my 2 cents. And obviously, I do switch over to mine Varium on my CPUs every once in a while.
Is it CPU only?
Yeah, it's CPU only. It's called Script Squared or Script 2 is the algorithm.
Cool.
Obviously it's a derivative of the script algorithm that's been massively memory hardened. And so the interesting thing is because they chose to go the route of really, really making it memory hard, is that since it's CPU only now, it doesn't even really matter as much how fast your CPU is. What really matters is how much RAM you have. That's your limiting factor in mining because of the memory factor. So that because it also supports the the 6-way up to 6-way script hashing. So depending on how much RAM you have, you can actually get a decent amount of speed out of a pretty shitty CPU. It requires especially if you're on Windows, it requires a god awful amount of RAM. The best miner to use for Varium as of this moment is the Linux miner, which is compatible with the native bash support that Windows 10 has. So if you just turn on your little native Linux command line in your Windows 10, you can install the Linux miner and use it like that and get full speed out of your CPUs.
All right. No
anyway,
more. Nerd talk. Let's skip the nerd talk, okay?
Jesus, dude, I have no idea what just happened. We were actually talking like smart stuff. Wow. Crazy.
I mean, I'm minor, brother.
RAM, though.
Yeah.
It's better. Like a minimum of 8 gigs is what you're gonna need. So most machines can handle that. Most machines now come with a minimum of 8 gigs of RAM. So yeah, if you're trying to use Windows, minimum of 8 gigs.
Never touch Windows. Windows can fucking go in a fucking
bucket. Hey, we're aiming this more towards entry level crypto noobs. So most of those people are gonna be running Windows. So you're gonna want at least 8 gigs of RAM, bare minimum. But obviously, more is always better.
All right, fair enough. We gotta move on. We have to. Android, I'm going for you. You ready?
Macro hates Windows so much.
Ethereum Classic.
Oh God.
Wow, why would you do this to us, man? Come on.
Because I mean, didn't you guys participate in that crazy
amazing
airdrop snapshot?
Airdrop? Oh
yeah. I was talking shit about it because everyone was talking about how great it was, and I was like, yeah, I don't really care because everyone's all over it. And then it turned out to actually be shit, and so I was just like,
so why is it great, by the way? I've still nobody has ever been able to
it's not great.
We're being sarcastic. It's terrible.
It's fucking horrible.
ETH Classic is a terrible coin. Period.
Suck it, Barry.
There's nothing else to say about it. $2 billion market cap, basically because it's got one influencer that can get you up there. They snagged some ideas and stole from Ethereum when Ethereum was hurting and gained a little bit of a market cap from it. You wouldn't catch me getting into this coin. And if the people do ever hit a double on it, because you probably won't hit a double. But if you do hit a double on it,
dude, you're lying here. I know you're holding it.
You think I have Ethereum Classic?
Yeah, you've got it.
Wow. Everybody's stalking the blockchain or something like that, dude.
Uh-oh, he's got him.
He's calling me on an airdrop.
So, Android, your chart didn't work out. We looked at this chart maybe a month or two ago. I don't know when it was, but yeah, it looks like it didn't work.
Yeah, no, that was a while ago.
Your airdrop was shit. Is that probably why?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had that ETC airdrop thing a couple months ago. I forgot about that.
Let me talk about the airdrop.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Go ahead.
Essentially what happened. They airdropped the Callisto 1-to-1 to ETC holders, but the inflation of Callisto is such that more Callisto was mined in the first 2 days than the total amount airdropped.
Yeah, me and Android did some late night math one night and came up with the fact that there's like, I don't even know, like 3 million coins mined a day or something, and they airdropped 6 million of them. So I don't remember. I was like thinking, I was like, who didn't shill Ethereum Classic on Twitter? Because like there were a lot of people really wanted this snapshot, and it's for pennies, literally for pennies now. I don't know how much Ethereum Classic cost back then, or how much it was worth in like USD, but like your Callisto is worth nothing.
You win some, you lose some.
And your Ethereum Classic is worth nothing.
Satoshis, right? When that was happening.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's just sideways. That's what it is. It just never moved in dollar value.
Let me show you guys what Ethereum Classic looks like, right?
If there's not a banana, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
No, there's no banana. Okay, we're not shilling bananas today.
Okay. Oh, they look
inverse banana.
I don't know, Godson. It looks like there could be one there.
Yeah, the inverse banana.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. If you try really hard, you could put a banana here, right? You could put a weird little.
Okay, but what do you think about it? Tell us what you think for real.
Or a Nike sign.
What I think about what I think about is the price at the top of the airdrop was right here, right?
Yeah.
So the whole time this is a minus 50%, right? Which is crazy for a coin that didn't, airdrop. It should have pumped into something, but I feel like maybe like the market makers knew that Callisto was worthless, so they didn't even bother to like move the market, right?
Literally, you probably would have had to read the first page of the white paper to realize this, but I don't know that Twitter did any research whatsoever.
No, we didn't. I'm not gonna lie.
The first thing I saw in the Bitcoin Talk answer was 600 coin blocks every 15 seconds. I was like, oh boy, like that is a lot of coins.
You can just see how bad he wants to draw a banana on that. It's just like tearing him apart right now. Not to draw a banana.
This is groundbreaking technical analysis here.
Oh no, but seriously though, ETC actually started trending up for the first time in forever. So if I was, if you just look at it on a weekly,
that's not an uptrend, is that?
It is an uptrend.
No, it's not.
That's not an uptrend. That's a freaking. That's a help. That's a help me candle. Those are help me candles.
That was support, right?
Help me, I've fallen. I can't get up. That's what that is.
We might need some crypto Viagra here, man.
Yeah.
No, but seriously though, that was the support, and it's actually trending up. I mean, if it's gonna pump into like a 20% or whatever, that's a different case. But right now, it is actually trending up.
So, Marco, opinions on ETC versus Ethereum, or maybe just ETC itself?
Well, I have a unfriendly opinion. I don't think ETC should exist. So I'm
I agree with you.
That's good fundamental analysis from Marco.
It
shouldn't exist.
It's the Bcash of Ethereum.
Oh,
I kind of agree with you.
Except Bcash has Roger Ver. Even though everyone hates him, they still got someone like what is? Yeah, I don't know.
Schilbert.
No,
it has Schilbert.
So ETC really was the result of an existential event, right? And it kind of broke a promise to the to the coin holders. So I'm honestly not a fan.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole point of ETC was so Schubert put it into his newbie pleb like investor in whatever it's called, and sell it to his grayscale investors and make $1 billion or whatever. Yeah. That's the whole point, right? I mean it doesn't really do anything.
It's kind of like Doge, man.
Yeah, I mean, Hodgkinson moved on to Cardano or whatever. So I mean, it's kind of a worthless project. I mean, I don't really see the point, but
they have so many assets underneath them.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean,
is there still 8 or there were 8 the last time I looked.
Something like that.
And Callisto. Well, actually, is Callisto not even an asset? Because it's like
no, Callisto's not an asset. No.
I mean, Ubic has more like value on it right now than.
All right. Well, speaking of assets, what about Waves? That's next on the list.
Waves is undervalued. Has been forever.
They're like 3,000 or even no. I don't remember. Let me check.
All right, Waves is looking sexy, yo. We broke down the downtrend. There's a potential banana forming.
Oh my god.
Dude, your lawyer's gonna be busy, man.
My lawyer's gonna be busy today.
But maybe it's banana season, dude.
No, actually, technically mine are plantains, so
okay.
Yeah.
We're doing.
My lawyer
gotta love
to your lawyer.
Yeah. You cannot just eat those when they're yellow, though.
Right. Well, that's why he's red.
He's gonna change his name to Crypto Plantain.
Crypto Banana.
Jesus.
But we're basically, we're going still a little sideways, but we've technically crossed the long-term downtrend line. If we go all the way back to August of last year, that's some hefty just being in the shit. So I'm still thinking we're going to keep on going sideways from here, stay in the little white box, and possibly look to start moving up mid to late May, and try and climb up to probably about a ×2 from here. I think would be the first target, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
So what about if this platform really turns out to be securities? Now what?
Then it's gonna go like down here somewhere
in the negatives.
yeah. You see this space? Yeah, that's your next target.
That's the part where you or like put in some money and then he comes to your house.
Then we do one of these. Hang on, where's my brush? We go like sideways and that.
Yeah.
And that.
Delist
sideways some more, and then that. Okay. Yeah. Then it loses 95% of its value overnight.
And then we buy it.
It'll pull a Z Classic. Let's put it that way.
Oh Lord! Don't even mention
If it get qualified as security and have to get delisted, it's going to get wrecked. Like literally dump and rebuy.
Right. No, so if actually people have been paying attention though, so the regulators even talking about Ripple being a security and Ethereum itself being a security. So there's some scary stuff going on there.
Yeah, I agree.
They might as well just shut down crypto because that's like what about 300 out of the $400 million mark of the market cap is security. So basically, in summary, you should just.
Yeah, Bitcoin will be around for a while.
Bitcoin will be around.
Bitcoin though, Bitcoin's boring. It is what it is, right? It's like holding dollars in your pocket. It's like it's the main thing that you do. Outside of that, it's just really boring. But yeah, if you want to talk about securities, you can eliminate about 75-80% of all coins right now, and just start fresh, I guess.
I kind of disagree that Waves would be considered a security. Just because the platform supports securities, it doesn't mean that the coin itself is a security.
Yeah, and just because the ICO was a security offering doesn't make the coin itself a security. So there's like multiple levels of this.
Well, but they literally say on their website that the point of it is for you to raise money. So you've just passed the Howey test.
Well, yeah, the point of the platform, but doesn't mean like if you raise money, that doesn't make it okay.
Now we're getting to the argument.
But on these assets, you're not, or like on these tokens, you're not mining them, right? So like going into it, there has to be money raised somehow, some way. So
they were an ICO.
Well, all that aside, I'm still dumbfounded and trying to figure out how in the actual fuck these people in charge are trying to retroactively apply outdated, outmoded legislation to something that is a brand new asset class. It doesn't even make sense to me. It's like how the hell did the people in the 30s?
Oh man, come on, man! You live in the United States. You've seen those people that we call senators, right?
You mean those paid off crypto? I mean, sorry, the paid off corporate assholes. Yeah, I've seen them.
Right, and they're also 9,000 years old each. Right?
Yeah. I know intimately.
The only thing I'd say is if they're going to do it, don't just do it one at a time. Go after the entire bunch of coins off the start. If you really want to do it, just go through it and call every one of these securities, and then let's start fresh. Don't just nitpick and make this drag on for 6-7 years, right? Like, let's just get it over with. Everything's a security. We fucked up. Go back, start fresh. I don't know. Eliminate $300 billion.
No.
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to new, relevant legislation. I'm still kind of irked about them just trying to apply old, outdated shit that doesn't apply to crypto. My
favorite thing to happen would be if they call all of them security, then absolutely nothing happens, right? Because I mean, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna come to every like miner's house and try to stop them from mining Ethereum or whatever? Like, come on, it's kind of ridiculous as well to just say, oh well, it's all securities. Let's go arrest Satoshi or whatever.
I mean, and technically that only affects U.S. investors and U.S. exchanges, and you'll just see everybody fucking follow Binance, move to Malta, and none of us in the States will declare that we own any of the securities. So, like the enforcement hassle, especially some of the early ones that don't.
Hey, so I just want to say that if the NSA is listening, I'm totally declaring everything.
Yep. I already paid my taxes.
Thank
Damn
you,
it.
thank you, Marco. Thank you. This is why you're here with us, man.
So it's. I mean, this is not an easy thing for them to go after, especially a lot of the older ones.
No, so what they'll do though is they are going to make an example, right? Somebody's going to get it, or one of these two projects are going to get it, and then they're going to give the other one some time to reconcile, right? So
That's
they can
bullshit.
do a shakedown.
Should we move on? This is scaring me.
Throw them
I'm
all
getting
under the
scared.
bus all at the exact same time, and then besides that, like honestly, I don't have enough time in my day to sit here and talk about what they're going to do over the course of the next 67 years, right? Like if you're going to do it tomorrow or something, just do it, get it over with. Let's
just want to buy the dip.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course I want to buy the dip, man. And I'm not opposed to the FUD of them coming out and saying 60 of them are security, because you're damn right I'm going to buy the dip on each one of them.
I figured we need a lawyer for the next episode if we're gonna.
But
Yes,
are
we
you going
do.
to drop bananas on them?
On the lawyers, I don't know. I don't know if they would like that. It might be illegal.
I mean,
If there are any
it depends
crypto
on what
lawyers,
kind of lawyer they are.
yeah. If there are any crypto lawyers out there, come. We need you. We need help. All right, we gotta move on.
I know one, by the way. He's very good.
John, we can always just invite Bully.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's Bully. There's Bully.
All right. Only if he's watching the show right now. There's his invite.
Bully, if you're watching the show right now, DM me.
Yeah, give me a kiss.
Yeah, so
Okay.
regarding the Waves assets, I couldn't check right now because the Explorer is lagging like shit. But on the 13th of February, there were 11,000 Waves assets.
Nice. Such as some greats such as Build the Wall coin, Facebook
Yes.
coin.
Yeah, it costs 100 waves tokens.
One Waves.
One.
One Wave.
Oh, sorry. One. It
It's-
doesn't matter. It costs like less than 1,000 of a cent to start one of these things. So it's not
Yes.
really like like you can't really count all of them.
It's the future. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, what's
Alright.
the next coin?
So the next, I'm gonna read the list so we could choose them. Polymath, Mothership, Pearl, Pink, QRL, Tron, EOS, etc., etc. I don't know. What do you guys want?
Let's look.
What is
how-
Polymath?
Oh my God! Let's talk about Polymath.
What is
The-
it?
The point of the platform is literally for securities. Like that's the.
Oh, we just talked. We don't want to spend. That's all we had to say.
That's like they're not even like like
But didn't they get listed on Bittrex?
it's literally their tagline for securities.
But they
Right.
got listed on Bittrex. Oh, they're not a security, but they're a platform for security.
There you
Right,
go.
so you can do ISOs and that kind of stuff.
Ah, excellent. Good job, Bittrex. Okay, then is that we really have to talk about?
Pearl and Decred.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
I said I wrote Pearl and Decred.
All right. Did we? Should we talk about Pearl? It is on the list next. Oh, Mothership is before that. Is there anything to talk about Mothership? Every time we talk about it, it's like waiting for the exchange. So
They just announced today that they're using 20% of the profits from the what was that? Whatever sort of hype
Consensus.
was held on their platform. The fees they got from that, they're using that to do a buyback and burn of Mothership.
so Bittrex never.
It's
Yeah.
it's like we're already a security. We might as well just like dig in deeper, right? I mean,
What is this? Yeah, security coin talk now. I don't know.
It's actually at a good level. I mean, obviously, we had a bit of a spike today and touched the long-term downtrend line, but it's been almost the launch lows. We had that nasty dip in December where everything looked like they were dying, but we've been sideways most of the year. Your standard January spike along with the rest of the market. So it's trying to start breaking out. It'll probably pull back a little bit and keep on going sideways again. That was just kind of an attempt at breaking out. But once it does, it's probably an easy ×2 to the old intermediate high around 4,200 or so. Since the all-time high is only 6,900, which isn't that high comparatively, especially for what they're doing. I think there are ICOs doing the same kind of a platform that have raised stupid amounts of money. So, if you'd bought any since like February, you're looking great. Just wait for it to finally do something and really, really fucking move. I'd expect it to do more than a ×2 or ×3 when it finally decides to go for it.
Cool. Yeah. And when is the exchange coming out? Is that's the whole thing about it, right? So we just wait until.
No, the accumulation is the whole thing about it. The exchange is just the end reward. But
Gotcha.
In the words of Moko, I have a bag.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I have a bag too. We
I
all
don't.
do. I mean,
I
a
don't.
demo bag, right? Because it's not a. I mean, if it was a real bag, then I'd be trading securities, which is illegal. So I have a demo bag. It's not a real bag, you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Great
That's also
job.
a valid point.
Ambrose, you had something to add to this?
I don't have a bag.
I don't either. I don't give a shit.
I
right.
really dislike they keep postponing it. So, yeah.
All right, we're at 45 minutes. We could probably hit
What?
PIRL is next on the list, and then we could do Decred, obviously, and then I think that would be enough time. So, Cal, what do you got for us here, man? Tell us.
All right. Well, first off, disclosure, I'm part of the Pearl Core team. Heyo. Anyway, actually, they got a lot of stuff going on, man. Currently working on releasing an updated version of Masternodes. Masternodes are now out of beta, but in their devs' ultimate wisdom, they cooked up something even better, and so they will be pushing that out soon. They have a DAP contest going on right now. Let's see, what else? Well, I'm trying to think of what I can and can't talk about.
Ooh, don't get us in trouble.
Yeah, no, well, there's a couple things that are really awesome. I'm super excited about. I cannot talk about them yet because the lead dev is the same as like Bearcoin, and he does not want to talk about or announce anything until it's ready to go. So
That's fair. I think that's good.
Yeah,
He's not like Justin, who like does an announcement for an announcement.
yeah,
I love it when
exactly.
they announce an announcement.
Exactly. And when they do a pre-announcement for an announcement for a feature, as opposed to doing that, the lead dev is definitely the opposite, and he's more results-based. So he doesn't like to announce anything until it's ready to push to production, and it's good to go. But which is killing me because, like I said, there's a lot of great things they're working on, but he just won't let me talk about them. I swear to God, if I ever get him to let me talk about them, this will be the very first place that info is released.
Well, also, I gotta say that I share that sentiment, though. So, as a guy who writes code, I kind of believe that that's the way to go, though.
Exactly. Oh, I do want to mention one thing though with Pearl because everybody's kind of freaking out about the F-hash ASIC that Bitmain is coming out with.
Are they changing algorithms? Tell me they're changing algorithms.
Yes, but again, keeping with his mantra of, don't announce shit too early. He wants results, something solid to show people when he announces stuff. He's holding off till he can get his either a good review or get his hands on the equipment himself. Basically, because right now, if we change the algorithm now, we don't know how the ASIC works to be an ASIC for F-hash. So we might change to something that isn't useful, that didn't help us to change to because it doesn't fix it doesn't address whatever the ASIC is exploiting.
Right.
So he wants to wait until we can figure out what exactly the Bitmain ASICs are exploiting in F-hash, and then, if it is required, then we will do a algo change to something that is obviously not going to be exploited by ASICs anytime soon. And this is one thing I will drop because it's, farther on down the line. I know that the lead dev wants to move to different algorithm anyway, away from F to begin with. So he's looking at maybe making our own algo or something. I don't know, but those are just things to think about. So, but yeah, long story short, yes. Once we figure out what needs to be addressed, we will be changing the algorithm if it's required.
Excellent.
All right.
Amber, do you have something?
Like the chart.
Or
the chart is pretty. It's sideways. You should probably buy it. It's in a nice accumulation range.
God damn it. You can't say that.
Not financial advice. Not financial advice.
I bought it.
On your demo account, you can pretend buy it, and then you can unrealize demo gains 6 years from now. Now, it's in a good position. It's going sideways. If you were to demo buy it, it might work out well for your demo account's profits eventually down the line, because nothing I say or do is actual financial advice.
I'm not American, so I don't give a shit about this. You should fucking buy the shitload of it.
One demo dollar equals one demo dollar.
Yes.
What do you think, Amber? Since you can say a lot of stuff we can't say, I guess. What do you?
For people that don't know, it costs 20,000 PIRL for a master node, and there's not any. The master nodes are not just going to be for, interest being master nodes, just for the shit and giggles of it. They will have a functional use, which is part of the stuff I can't talk about yet. But anyway, 20,000 PIRL for a master node is what you need, and it's 8.33% is the payout it gets.
Well, good thing you didn't shill it.
You're welcome.
Anything else to add, Amber?
No,
I never said buy it.
Nicely. Come on, Soko. He's asking me. Shut the fuck up for a second. No, Rogue said it nicely. It's sideways right now, but it looks good. It's definitely holding these bottoms, so you might as well buy a master node and just keep it up and accumulate more that way.
Yeah, it gives you money for doing pretty much nothing, so I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not going to wash. You're not going to get washed out in inflation either, since it's a manageable inflation rate.
Yes, that's great.
Excellent. All right, let's move on. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Godson.
I just wanted to say, if something gives you free money for not doing anything, doesn't that make it like dividends, which would make it a security?
Shut up.
Shut up.
You're helping the network, so I don't think it actually is. But I mean, you pretty much are doing nothing. Who knows? I don't know, dude. Let's move on. To the main event.
Just in summary, just don't do fucking anything anymore. Just sit there and never ever do anything. Watch everything go by, and one day you'll fucking regret it, and that'll be that.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, let's move on to the main event. Let's talk about Decred here, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I need to go put on my jacket.
Yeah, but you took it off, bro. I've been sweating my balls off in this thing the whole time. It's hot, man.
No, so my firewall rebooted. That's why I dropped off a minute ago.
Okay.
So hang on, I'm gonna grab my jacket.
All right, guys,
get your jacket
up here.
I'll talk.
While he's gone,
what,
can we talk about how epic Dumb looks in that jacket?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so mad I don't have my jacket right now with me. I would so be on camera.
Blue people.
Look at there you go, man. Welcome. I'm part of the Decred team too now.
You are. Look at that. You got a Decred on your boob, so it's.
Yep. Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is. All right, so
I missed mine.
Maybe we'll look at a chart first, and then Marco, maybe you can give us some information about it. Is that cool?
Sure.
First question: what the fuck was this pump?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can ask you, Marco. What the hell was this?
I can tell you what happened in the last couple of days.
All right.
So we released some software. We released the new wallet, the 1.2, I want to say, wallet, and it actually adds all kinds of new features that makes actually accounting easier, like exporting a CSV. So for you guys who are paying taxes, that's pretty handy.
Not God's.
Nice.
So So the other thing that actually happened is the software that I've been writing. So the Politeia stuff. So that is our proposal system. So that actually went live on testnet, and we are in the process of getting it online on mainnet. And I think that is actually going to help Decred quite a bit to get that price going. But I think it's doing a little bit of a preview there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I just want to say, firstly, that when I was like starting to get into crypto, like I was kind of not so serious about it. Decred was one of the first real coins that I ever got my hands on. It was my first one of my first multi Bitcoin bags, and it's one of those coins that I remember walking out of class, like mid class, to go like put in my wallet into the little Decred like client you guys release. And I just want to say, like, it kind of it holds a special place in my heart as a.
My God,
okay.
Lovely trip down memory lane. The charts looks pretty sweet. It's a nice looking chart right now. We're basically back at kind of resistance level that we've kicked out of a few times. So it's potentially going to dip, come back down if it follows the last 3 times it hit the zone. If it breaks out, though, it's definitely going to go up. There's no major resistance level anywhere near it. The spike, I think, was somebody just getting overzealous or possibly fat fingering. I'm not really sure which, but it's...
Well, so we had a new exchange come online that actually started generating quite a bit of volume, so that may have helped a little bit.
Yeah, that's probably...
Sorry?
You know what the exchange is?
It's something that starts with 3 O's or something.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, BTC.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Well, there you go. Now, I will admit, Decred is one of the coins that I do not feel bad buying every time I see a decent-sized dip. I just add to my bag and put it away for later.
Well, you better be staking that stuff, man. That's really the trick here.
That's the kicker right there. You got to be staking it.
I got the airdrop. I sold it.
Hey,
immediately.
Everybody did. Well, not everybody, but yeah.
And then I immediately regretted my decision and I bought it back for a higher price, and I've been holding ever since. So you got me, Marco. God damn it.
Yeah. The airdrop right now is like worth like God, I don't even know, like $16,000 or something like that.
Way more than that. That's not the way to look at it, though. So if you have been aggressively staking your airdrop, it probably would be worth north of $80,000-$90,000.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
This is why we got Mark.
So let me just tell you guys the same story that that happened to me as well. I pretty much walked out of class. I tried to get my airdrop immediately to go market sell on Blue Trade, right? I couldn't do it because I suck at technical stuff. So I hit up News in the DMs, and I'm like, here's my private keys, okay? Go get the airdrop and send it back to me. And he does, right? And I go dump it for like 100,000 satoshis or whatever, and so does he, right? And then literally like 5 minutes later, it's up 4x. And I'm just like, so like, is there more close?
Yeah.
It was probably the dumbest thing we ever did, but there was this like mentality we had back in the it's free money, everyone's gonna dump it to the earth.
Yeah, you guys were a unique coin back then for that reason. Like nobody had really seen an airdrop like that before, so that was really cool. I couldn't even read my own writing, so I didn't know what my keys were. And actually, News pieced it together for me somehow without
like
even
saving
doing
your
it.
guys' asses.
So shout out News for just being a fucking legend and helping us out here. We're just peons.
Marco, someone asked in the troll box, when is the you were talking about the project you're doing that's on testnet? When do you think that will be on mainnet? Do you know? It's just you gotta take your time and get it working right.
The thing is that so that's actually should happen pretty quickly here. We are finalizing the testnet testing, And then once that works, we're pretty much going to put it up on mainnet, and we are not going to do any binding votes right away. We're just going to do some test votes and see if it all works on mainnet as well. And then after that, so I think the number that we have been quoting is about 2 to 4 weeks is when we're going to go live on that.
Hell yeah.
And that basically means that now we have the entire governance story covered, right? Because now we're going to have the on-chain voting, which will allow us to change consensus and protocol. And on top of that, we're going to have the proposal stuff, which then can, we can use that to disperse, the treasury decred that we have to people that are doing some fun work, like, writing code or, marketing stuff.
Making cool jackets.
So are you saying?
Cool jackets.
I like that thing you guys
are you
doing.
saying we're not gonna get any like Decred cash like pretty soon, or what? We're not gonna get like a Decred classic fork?
Oh, let's talk about it actually. So Decred is actually fork resistant. So we did it very deliberately when we designed the coin to prevent that shit from happening. Because so we predicted that the shit that's going on in Bitcoin. And frankly, in other places now as well, that is actually the thing why we actually did Decred, because we saw it coming to a head where the blocks had to be bigger, or a SegWit had to happen, and it turned into a total shit show in the other projects. So, and I actually think that these forks are pretty harmful, right? And not even from a diluting your community, but if you look at Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, these guys at each other's throats. Nobody's gaining here, right? Everybody's pissed off at each other, and so people are getting confused. Grandma's trying to buy Bitcoin, ends up with Bitcoin Cash, doesn't know what the hell to do with it. It's just a disaster, right? So
so they're probably just gonna airlift the governance code from Decred and just put it into Bitcoin, right?
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that. It's actually intertwined in our consensus, so it would take a significant amount of work to lift that out.
Oh, okay.
So. And actually, also the way it works is that the whole voting and buying tickets that enable you to vote, so that is actually part of our consensus code. So you can buy tickets every block. I mean, I'm sure you guys know this, right? Because you guys pretty much stake.
Of course.
So, but that is all part of consensus, right? So when you buy those tickets, there is a mempool for tickets that then those things get bought at. Gotcha. Does it make sense? So, so that is not simple to lift out and move elsewhere.
Good.
Okay, so
and it's actually those.
No Decred a classic or Decred cash.
No, dude.
Very unlikely.
Fine.
And that's actually, but again, that's part of the design here. So we want basically to have one coin, and it remains one coin. And if you don't like a new decision that was made by the stakeholders, then you have two options, right? You pick up your marbles and you leave, or you accept the what happens.
Yeah.
So I was kind of being sarcastic. I'm not actually waiting for a Decred classic. I think that type of behavior is also pretty bad for communities. So yeah, I was just kind of sarcastically commenting, like complimenting a Decred for that code.
We learned something.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So what other questions do you guys have? Give me some more of that troll box material.
When moon, sir?
Yeah. Well, we're mooning right now. Have you not paid attention the last couple of weeks?
Oh yeah, of course. My bags are growing.
Moon right now.
Someone says that Decred is a Chad coin disguised as a virgin coin.
And we're not virgin.
I don't have any other questions. I'm not sure.
Well, I gotta say that volume jump from about 10, 18 days ago, compared to what it was for quite a while. That's pretty exciting. I do think you guys do a lot of cool things with when people were doing that the skydiving and all that, and you could post what you were doing, getting out of the house. I think that was good. It's healthy for the crypto community to remember that they're in the outside world. So
wait, what? So you
guys have been a fun point. Yeah. Try to anyways.
Yeah, so we try to get out there a little bit more and talk to people, and then obviously that has reflected, I think, in the community outreach, right? Because we are just more available than we used to be. So I was pretty much told at gunpoint, you got to go out there and talk to people. Oh man, I just want to sit in my bunker, man. That's right. They made me, so here I am, right, trying to explain to the people what happened. So by the way, there's another conspiracy theory. So I shaved my beard, and that apparently did the prize a lot of good. So.
Oh.
You got nothing else to shave, man.
My beard, is that what you're doing, Mark?
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
I said, are you trying to get me to shave my beard? Is that what you're doing, Marco?
No. So I had to, so once every now and then I got to do spring cleaning, and it started to get hot in Texas, so it was time for it to go. It'll be back. I'll have a proper Unix beard here later.
All right, Marco, we got a question for you from the troll box. Somebody says, within Decred, you guys' plans, what you guys are doing, what are you most psyched for to be doing with the coin this year?
Oh, so yeah, we got all kinds of really cool shit going on, by the way. So we are going to have a CSV wallet happening here pretty soon. So we're going to have a mobile wallet that is not going to leak private information. So that is happening in the background. One of the things that we have been hush-hush about, and it will remain hush-hush, but I will tell you that it's happening, is the privacy stuff. So we're going to have a way to have private coins in Decred. So I think that is going to be a pretty big deal.
Yeah, ring signatures. Huh? Okay.
Okay.
So it's not ring signatures, and I will not tell you what it is, though.
It is.
It is new. No, I told you what it wasn't.
I tried.
Yeah. Well, you're not the first one, though. So no, but that is going to be very exciting. So the Politeia stuff, actually, so the whole governance thing is going to be super exciting, because after we go live with this, with the website, so that proposals can be made, there is one more step to be had, and that is going to be going in a full DAE or DAO, as you guys probably know it as, and that is basically create a smart contract, and then we'll disburse on a schedule what the proposals are. So let's say you say, hey man, I'm going to write a super cool feature. It's going to take me 6 months, and I need 100 Decred a month to pay for that. So then we could put, start disbursing automatically from the treasury to those people. And once we can fully automate this, we are actually going to donate the entire pile of Decred that we have to the community, and so that the community, so the stakeholders can then determine what this money gets spent on and what is important to them.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, we're basically going to take a step back from the project and going to let the stakeholders run it instead of us running it.
Yeah, take a break. You guys deserve it. Okay, so we're kind of running short on time. We're actually over time, but I don't mind. I got one question from the troll box that might be interesting. So ASIC miners and Decred.
Yes.
What is your guys' opinion on that? Because you guys are proof of work and proof of stake.
That's right. Well, so the miners are for Blake 256, of course, right?
Right.
So that's because we don't use SHA 256. So they are happening, and in fact, I think that we have 4 confirmed and another 2 that are talking to us about doing it. So it's starting to look like we might actually end up with more miners than Bitcoin has, actually. So that's going to be interesting. I'm glad.
So you're not going to fork or anything to get rid of the ASIC miners? I mean,
no. We actually fully embrace the ASIC miners.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Ooh.
Okay.
So is that news? That should not have been news. So we have we like to have the hash power to protect the network. Yeah. So the miners will be kept in check by the proof of stake guys, right? So the miners can have as much mining power as they want. We can always beat them over the head with our governance mechanism.
Nice.
Okay, fair enough. I like that.
I got a question. Just based on supply and everything, how high the price is. I don't like to usually play coins like this because it's a little bit too high for me. 900,000 Satoshis creeping on 1 million is too high. Has that ever been a thought of, having the price that high in Satoshi value? I don't like when things creep up on the Bitcoin, so I like them down at the 1,000, 2,000.
So you want me to dump it? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, please. Okay.
I just inflation, I guess, is always the best friend of coins that are at this high of market cap, or not market cap. Sorry, this high of price.
So, like, what you mean is like doing more of a coin split to get the Satoshi price like lower, so like it doesn't seem like you're, like, because people like to own like a single of, they don't want to own 0.06, Decred.
Sure. No, I understand what you guys are saying. So here's the reality on that, though. So my opinion is actually irrelevant on this. So if you want that, then you should write up a proposal and put it in and see if you can get some support for it. And if no, I'm serious, by the way. So you put up a proposal, and if people vote on it and say they want it, then maybe we could do a split. there might be people that don't agree with that, but you can always try it, right?
Yeah, just being a 10x guy, there's something about 1,000,000 satoshis, and when someone says 10 million satoshis, I kind of just start chuckling. That's usually my exit point to want to bounce. I will still hold my coins because I do love you guys, but I just wanted to throw that out there. That's a scary point for most investors, right?
Well, but the thing to realize though is you should be staking those Decred, man.
Don't you worry about me and my
No, dude, you're staking as bitch, man. You're staking as bitch.
Needlecoin invented staking.
All right, man. We got. Go ahead.
Just quickly, just for the people that are listening and stuff. Obviously a fan and stuff, and we talked about it pretty good here. But it is up like 80% this month. So just always look for the dip. Be careful when you're entering and blah blah blah, all that other fun stuff. So
actually the one thing about Decred though is it's a nice escape coin. So when everything goes sideways, Decred usually stays pretty close to Bitcoin itself. So it doesn't move too much. So if you just wanted a quick escape hatch, Decred is not the worst you can do. And the thing to realize though is that about 50% of Decred is staking right now. So that basically means that it's somewhat illiquid. So you're not going to see a giant dump in the market like you would see in other coins.
But you might see a big pump like you saw. I don't know.
Right, well, that's because they are relatively illiquid, right?
Yeah, no, that's exactly why. All right, yeah, thanks, Marco. I appreciate you coming on and talking to us about this and stuff.
Well, thanks for having me, man. I love the show. I pretty much always listen in, so this is great to be able to participate.
I think we're at an hour 10. We'll just do a little roundup, see what you guys are doing, and then we'll close out the show. Godson, talk to us, man. How are those bananas?
Bananas are good. Okay,
there's a lot of them out there.
They've been growing, just splitting, pumping out all kinds of like good juice.
Ew.
Fuck. What kind of bananas do you have? Jesus.
Why would you ask me about my bananas? Come on, man.
All right, man. Next.
Yeah, that's it.
So I just wanted to say, obviously the most exciting thing, the most exciting space of the last few weeks for me have been the sort of low cap, no caps that are straight up just POW coins that launched a few weeks or months ago, that are not like some ERC20 token that someone pre-bought the pre-sale for 90% less than whatever, and then it gets onto Binance and gets dumped on you. So ARO, XTag, Haven, although I've lost my bag now, IPBC, all are really interesting, and just keep looking up for those new bags. Try not to join pump groups and get caught as well.
All right, good enough. Rogue.
I bought the dip, and now I'm just waiting for the moon part of the dip, laughing at people who are like bragging about their minor gains. I'm still super bullish on every non-ICO coin out there, because I think ICOs are going to shit the bed this year, and all the old school like proof of stake, proof of work coins are going to come roaring to life and leave all the new players in the dust. And that's basically it. Yeah. Bullish on fair launch coins.
All right, cool. I like that. I hope that happens too. Ambroid.
It's not gonna happen. Come on.
You don't want to talk to us?
Nah. No. I've been adding to my existing bags. When was last show? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I named like 20 coins back then, and it's still the same coins that I'm buying. I still think that we are trending up. It's just that it's somewhat sneaky on most coins, and there are a few that have been getting these huge volume spikes. And what you can notice is that they have wicked, but the body of the candle was always defended. Like, for example, on Elastic, with the little pump that was like a week ago or something, the body of it was defended, and now it's turning up from there. So I'm fairly confident that we are in a bullish territory for altcoins right now.
Excellent, dude. Thank you so much, Marco. Are you trading alts? You buying and selling shit or what?
Not much, honestly. So I'm really busy hacking, and if I would do this, I would let's call it my personality would require me to stare at it all day. So
True. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to these kinds of things, right? And so it's healthier for me not to. So I do have obviously some coins that I have accumulated over the years as I've been in this space.
So, like, which coins are you most excited for?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are you looking at anything? You got any
So
projects
this is obviously going to sound pretty shilly, but obviously I am very bullish on Decred, and the reason is that we have I know this is
if you're not bullish on Decred, then I mean we should
yeah, I'm a little worried.
I am actually extremely bullish on Decred. So we don't screw around, right? So we write code that works, and then we tell people about it, right? So we don't generate a whole bunch of hype and then and then release a feature that's never going to live up to the expectations, right? So I think we have solid engineering. We have always been very thrifty with the money that we have, right? So we don't try to spend too much of it. So, and we have the tools to be around 20 years from now. So, and I think that is actually the big difference between us and pretty much the rest of the field. So our on-chain governance is what's going to enable us to be around 10 years from now. So even though we might not be the flashiest coin today, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we will be definitely one of the bigger ones because we will be around, right? And we have been around.
Yeah, flashiest, dude. I don't know, man. These jackets are pretty cool, man.
Oh, those jackets are fucking awesome.
All right, man. Well, cool. Yeah, thanks for coming on. Like I said, appreciate it.
Oh, and by the way, so let me shill it a little bit more. So I'm going to be at consensus. So I'm going to be at consensus, and so if you guys are showing up, come by the booth. There will be shirts. There will be excellent swag. So I think that Decred, by the way, let's plug the real thing, man. We have easily the best swag in the space.
Will there be booth babes with DCR please written on them very distastefully?
Yeah, so that is not going to happen because we actually have women working in our, areas and things, and we like them and we like them to stay around.
You have respect for women.
Yeah, you respect women in 2018.
Isn't that crazy talk? Yeah, that
right.
You feel like a true married man.
I'm also a guy who has a daughter and who is smarter than most boys, so fuck that.
Yeah, that's fair. Cool, man. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to consensus. Go check out Decred booth. That's
come see us, man, and it's gonna be fun. Yeah, we have a huge surprise. By the way, let me hype this up. We have a huge unexpected thing going on in consensus. So, and we are going to demo it. Sorry.
An announcement of an announcement, man.
It's an announcement of an announcement. It's happening. I'm going to hype the hype of the announcement of the announcement.
Good,
dog. I heard you like announcements.
So, any non-Decred coins?
I like Litecoin.
Okay.
I know it's pretty boring, but I really like Litecoin. That is, I think, one of the more solidly developed coins out there. Do I need to throw one more out there?
No, that's good. No, that's good. Sweet, dude. Yeah, thanks. Need a coin. Talk to us, man, please.
All right, man. I don't know what I'm allowed to say anymore because you guys are all freaking me out this whole episode. But I'm just gonna do my thing. So I'm patching away here a bunch of ship chain. I'm obviously pretty big into GAT coin. I really like that coin. Ubix obviously great, especially down in this range. You can accumulate a decent bag for relatively cheap. Expanse, as always, love that one. Footy Cash just rebranded into Fantasy Cash. They're going to be getting their legals done and everything, so you'll be able to play fantasy sports on their platform. Footy Cash obviously wasn't the name that everybody likes to promote, so let's hope Fantasy Cash has a little bit better of a run. They'll have master nodes, 5,000 coins. Pretty tough getting 5,000 coins, but if you're patient, you can get at it. Not really much outside of that. I'm just holding a lot of the bags that I've preached over the last 6 months. I'm still holding a good chunk of them. I'm not really adding too much new stuff right now, strictly because I'm strapped for BTC and you guys refuse to pump my bags. So it's really making it tough for me to acquire some new stuff. But footy cash, fantasy cash, keep that in mind. We'll talk about it another time.
Hell yeah. Good, man. SoCal.
Yo,
Hi.
same old thing. Just adding the bags, looking for new mining plays. Definitely cashed out some, not all, but some on the recent Haven surge. Because been mining that for a hot minute now. That's basically it for now. You know, just continuing to grind away, max it up a little bit. Demo account, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Good. As for me, I'm looking on exchange IDEX. There's some. It seems like there's some good coins on there, even though they are Ethereum ICOs, and I don't really do that. But there's some that are kind of interesting to me. Mining, obviously, mining a bunch of shit. I haven't sold any Haven yet because I'm not a pussy. Just kidding, SoCal. But yeah, just mining, fucking sitting on my hands still. Like I'm pretty boring every time. I'm just sitting here holding my bags and chilling, waiting for stuff to happen. So, yeah, just looking for those new launches because those are proving to be really profitable this year. And yeah, that's all I got. So, any last words? Anybody?
Not much else to say. Just
Okay. Follow Twitter. Subscribe to YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Shout out Marco for buy Dgrid. Shout out Marco for coming on the show and helping us out. And we'll try to get a show next week or something. So
yeah, man, thanks a lot for having me on.
Yeah.
Shout out Macro and shout out for you guys doing a good project. Like I said, Dgrid is actually pretty important. I know a lot of millionaires today who started literally with Dgrid, and I'm not saying I'm one of them, but I just know people like that. So you guys did good job with the launch, and your whole project is pretty cool. So,
yeah, we try to be solid and not be overly scammy, as Fluffy Pony put it.
Yeah, it's cool, man. All right, next week we'll try to get a show out. So thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.